Hi, Cat here. Welcome to a card Cat made. Today, I don't really have much of a voice, so I thought we'd do a quiet crafting session. I'm having a play with some of Crafty Critta's toner art and their toner sheets, foil, and designer paper. I'll point to the codes for everything rather than trying to tell you what everything is because I don't know that my voice will hold out that long. Thank you for watching. I will jump in with anything that's necessary during it. But other than that, I hope you enjoy what I create today and love the Crafty Critter products as much as I do. And please remember that if ever you're shopping at Crafty Critter, you can get a 10% discount with the code CAT10. That's KAT 10 with like 10, all capital letters. Thank you. Have a lovely day. This is just me checking that it was wide enough for what I wanted to do with it. It was. I love the Crafty Critter white toner sheets because they make it so easy to use up your reverse foil and have it match your original. There is a shiny side and a slightly more matte side. Please make sure that you use your foil on the shiny side because if that shiny side goes through in your transfer folder will get ruined because all of the toner will melt and stick to it. I just remembered that I always use setting 3 when I'm using a toner sheet. Just I go up that extra setting just to make sure that the foil sticks really, really nicely. And so since I remembered when it was halfway through, I just turned up and ran up through again straight away. Shouldn't affect the foiling at all. Oopsie, I still needed that for doing my sentiments. Just giving everything a quick dust so that if there's any little dust or pet hair or anything like that, it doesn't get in the way of the foiling. I like to run things through lengthways or short end first, just so that it's less likely to make air bubbles. Now I'm done with it. That's just how I keep track of my foiling folders, because if you have pieces of acetate and other transparency films in your craft room along with the transfer folders, it can sometimes be very easy to misplace them. So I just have a little piece of paper in all of mine telling me what they are so that it's very visible. Crafty Critta have some really, really nice designer papers that they've brought out recently. This is one of their new ones that I just love. I know it looks like iridescent bark to me, but colours just match so well with the rainbow that I couldn't resist using it on this. I do wish that you could see more of the beautiful paper in the final card though, but in person you still can. I feel like I just keep putting away my guillotine and bringing it back out all the time, but sometimes that's part of crafting, I suppose. As this was the toner sheet, it has a little bit of extra foil around the edges, so I'm just trimming from both sides. I take a lot longer with this one because I remembered that I wanted a little bit of a gap between the two, and when I do the second one I actually take that into consideration when doing the first cut, whereas this one I cut it directly in the centre and then had to go back and take a little bit off each one. That's why you nearly see my head popping into frame. That little tap 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 of my finger was me trying to remember where I'd put my card bases before I started the video. That's how you can tell I'm thinking if my finger starts to tap. It's either that or I start singing to myself, which you probably don't want to hear, especially with my voice like this at the moment. Just trying to work out whether I wanted more room between them, but decided to just go with it. some tape on my desk or my craft mat. Just had to pause it quickly so I could go find my sticky dots. I couldn't find the ones I normally use. I have about 6 packs that I bought a week or so ago, but I cleaned up and now I don't know where I put them. So these were handy, so I'm using circles. Whoopsie again. I put my sentiment down crooked, but I don't notice until in a minute or so's time, so there's no fixing it now. And honestly, who really looks that much at that sort of thing? I don't. Don't care at all if any cards I receive have sentiments perfectly lined up in the slightest. I just thought they needed something to finish them off, so I pulled out a little baggie that I've got with some pre-cut butterflies from a waffle flower die that I have. It's the multiple butterflies die and stencil from waffle flower, and when I have scraps of pretty paper, I sit down and cut flowers or butterflies or other little cute things out of the paper so that they're ready for when I want them. I've got little gold bodies for these ones. I think my bag had a selection of gold, rose gold, black and silver in there. just so that I have whatever I need at the time. I really think these just finish the cards off so well. I just add glue to the centre so that they still have some dimension and give them a little bit of a bend so that the butterflies look like their wings are sitting up. And that's when I noticed that the sentiment was correct. It took me a while. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day.